Curry Nation, how you guys doing, man? Today I'm going to bring you guys chamber setups from the VCT Masters happening in Iceland. Now this video is going to feature chamber setups from players like OpTic Yay, DRX Buzz, and also Net from the Guard. These guys have been really getting lots of kills per round, putting their teams in great positions to win. So I just wanted to showcase some of the setups that they're using that is giving them the opportunity to get all those kills in the first place. So anyways, man, there's a lot to get into. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, so the first setup is going to be on Ascent. This is going to be from DRX Buzz, and he's going to be using it against OpTic. Check it out, and I'm going to talk more about it after this.
Hitting the needle, and Stax has no idea where he was. Just leapt down to it. The trade did come out for Marco, but this isn't really where OpTic are going. No. And with Buzz, though, finding contact, that kind of scrubs the plan that could have almost really pulled that fake towards the A site. You can see that at least one of the players is going to be Zest, lingering around towards CT. And yeah, just doing dirty work on him. Buzz waiting for the next player. And it's 1 by 1. And it's comfortable for DRX after one player managed to slip the net.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, with the force, doesn't really matter about the damage either.
As you guys saw there, it's a fairly neat setup. This setup kind of builds on something that I showed previously in one of my chamber setup guides. You can check that out later. But essentially the way this setup is going to work is we're going to put one TP over here, and we're going to put one TP on the box right there. And again, how you play really depends on you. Buzz in that play was really watching this angle closely like this. That way if anyone swung, he could shoot them and TP away if he had to. But instead of TPing away, what he did is he actually just backed up into this corner and tried to watch this crossfire with his teammate. But what happened was that, the KO flash came in. So I'm sure he lost vision. So at that point, he just TP'd away to safety and got on this box. But you can see, like, if KO didn't flash or, something didn't happen, he would have probably just stayed here. He would have waited for the enemy team, for OpTic to entry. And he probably would have gotten one kill over here. They would have come and tried to trade him away, and he would have TP'd away. And at this point, they wouldn't really know where he is. And OpTic would come down this runway over here, and he'd be waiting to surprise them, as he did in that play. Now, we can actually do a lot of different things, right? Like, you don't have to set this over here. You can also set this over here and just watch this angle right over here, like this. And also, as I previously showed in one of my other videos, if you want to op, what you could do is you come here and you place the TP on this barrel. This is again something you would do before the round starts. And you place the second one here. You get over here, you TP here. Now you're over here before the round starts. And you're waiting here with an op or your ult. And you're here. Once you get this kill, you're TPing here. And now you're waiting over here. Or you can put this TP here on that box, right? So that's a couple of different ways that you can play this. Alright guys, now we're on Icebox A site. And obviously there's a lot of cool chamber setups that you can do on this site because of angles and elevations. And you're actually going to see OpTic Yay do exactly that in this next play. Check it out.
And they should take the round, but it's about the opportunities for Valorant. As they're grouped up and looking to take these fights together, this could be very scary for any OpTic member holding down. Luckily, though, there are 3 in position on this inside.
Got a decent amount of information early. Yeah, he's already going to get that free kill and just back out of there. Pangada gone means they won't have the wall to sort of separate things off, but it looks like they're just going to try and play aggressively instead. Crashes on the swing, doesn't get much to trade there, but actually it's gone quite well for Loud up until the point where the remaining players swing, and now it's left all on Sada. Any more damage would be great.
That was, pretty much the perfect way to play A site on Icebox as chamber. He utilized different elevations and angles. So let me get more into it. Essentially, we know that he had his first TP over here, and he had his second one over here, right? So again, the idea is pretty simple. He's playing here. He's waiting for one of his teammates to peek and maybe catch someone on pipes or on belt. And as soon as he sees someone on his mini-map, he's wide swinging from here and he's trying to get a kill. Another alternative that could happen is that if he doesn't have a lot of support on site, he would just wait and he would try to just get a pick as someone is entering the site here and then just TP out. As I said in one of my other videos, there's a couple of different ways you can play around this TP. You can actually make that your secondary TP and have a first TP somewhere else. So in order to do that, what you're going to do is, let's say I'm starting over. What I would do is I would put my first TP here. I'd put my second TP over here.
Teleport's ready.
Right? And then I'm going to come here, get on this elevation, TP here, and now we're on that OP jet op angle, right? Like this. This is something obviously that you see countless times in VCT Masters and even in your ranked games. You see this from a jet, but you can actually do this as a chamber. And now, once you get this pick over here after the wall goes down, you're gonna TP here, and now you're in that powerful off angle again, and it's actually your secondary angle. And so many people are worried about this that they're gonna forget about this. And now again, you can play from here how you want. All right, so now we're on Haven, and you're gonna see a really insane play from the guard's net using a very powerful Cypher setup on Haven C-site. You know, it takes into account a lot of the fundamentals when it comes around having your setup with chamber, which is setting up different off angles and crossfires with yourself. And he takes advantage of that, and it works out really, really well in this play. Check it out.
They pulled it out in this match and this map. Yeah, they're trying to hold this one forwards, and here it is. The players, they just have the numbers advantage. The guard were able to just swarm it through, and they just leave Net to hold it low, and still as a lurk all the way through. Net just a quick swing, has the TP, but FNS is none the wiser.
Down B.
And what a play! It's such a classic.
As you guys can see, it's a very, very powerful setup that he kind of did, because he was able to set up crossfires with himself. So essentially what happened here, he put one TP there, and he put the second TP over here. And what this does is, first of all, helps him clear a lot of space. So if he ever gets into trouble, he can always TP out. Second, he sets up crossfires with himself. The way he does that is that if he ever comes here, he's able to catch the guy in garage off guard, and then he's able to come here, and he has a crossfire with his previous position over there. So as the enemies are checking this, he's over here already, right? So that's kind of the different layers to this setup that he's able to kind of take into account. He's upping this. As soon as the guy comes here, he shoots him, comes here, and then he knows there's a chance that there's going to be a guy lurking from B side because he got a call from his teammate. So he's watching this, comes here, gets this guy. He knows at this point the last guy is long C. So he knows that that guy is thinking that he is probably on the steel thing, the steel platform. So he's here and he's just waiting for him to peek so you can get him over here. So just in about 3 seconds, he was literally all over the map. He covered half the map in about 3 seconds. And now another setup that you can do is kind of similar to this, that allows you to take advantage of elevations and allows you to cover a lot of space, is something like this. What you're going to do is you're going to put your first TP here, put your second TP over here. Now obviously you're thinking, okay, how are we going to get to these TPs, right? You're thinking, how do I get to this elevation? What you're going to do is come here, get on this window, and now you can TP onto the green box. Now you have your ult. So now you're watching this or you're watching this, right? And you get this kill. TP here. A couple different things. Now you TP here, you can back off, and you can watch this angle right over here, right as they come over to B. So it's a couple different things you can do. Also, you can just jump here, watch this, watch that, up to you, right? And you have your TP here that you can still kind of work with. And you can obviously do this the other way around. Before the round starts, you can come here to this window, do this, come here. Now you're watching this angle before the wall goes down. So when the wall goes down, I watch this angle. This guy peeks. Boom. Come here. Now I'm peeking this. I'm peeking this, right? Same type of thing. Alright guys, now we're on Fracture B site, and I'm going to show you guys footage from 2 different games where players are essentially using the same type of setup for this arcade area. You're going to see OpTic Yay use it with a Spectre, and you're going to see the guard's net use it with Tour de Force. So check it out, and I'm going to explain it after this.
Here from Net. Looking to go for a bit of a double peek again with Victor, and crashes as a flash. Pop flash over the corner, and it's perfect. Still Net just pre-fires it. He was fully blind. Couldn't see a thing, but the timing was amazing. And the guard, that Viper's Pit, that's just locking down the A horse control for them. They knew it was leaning towards the B side. 20 seconds, and again, noise has been cut.
Sire Play has been on a flank here as well, and he used the Cloudburst to be able to get past that trip, and he finds another kill. There goes FNS, taken out by a jet flank they had no idea was possible.
With the tour de force, yep, so Slowfield's placed down. Not enough time for Yay to work anything. Has to run away.
Yeah, well, I see, this is the thing. People are going to be looking at Victor now going, how do we play without Jet? All right, let's see what this guy's got planned. I mean, we've already seen it viable on the likes of Haven, and there's many more maps that could come out on. Yay has the escape, of course. Crashy's not so lucky, and he'll go down to 24 HP. Yay in the snake bite only needs the one bullet. Crashy's is down too.
So as you saw, they were both using the same type of setup, just in a different way, right? Someone like Net, what he was doing was essentially when this wall went down, he just went up here and he just pushed into this area and he just waited here. And he knew that he's going to be good for one shot. And even if it meant that he had to get this guy peeking from the box, he knew he was going to be good for one. He got flashed. So he just kind of, you know, went with a random shot and then TP'd out to safety. And from here, he can do a lot of different things. The reason why this setup is great is because if they don't come B, then he can TP out. And now he can quickly run to A for a retake. But in his situation, someone was at B. So now he's here and he can actually watch this other area over here, watch this other entry. And you saw that's what he did. Even though he was smoked out, he was able to push through the smoke and he was able to get the guy trying to plant. And he kept pushing and trying to get more kills. So that's something that you can do. Yay's setup was slightly different because he had a Spectre, so he had to be more aggressive. So what he essentially did is he put his second TP, or first TP over here, and before the round started, he made his way up to the tower, and he was just waiting here for the wall to go down. As soon as the wall went down, he went here, put his TP down here, and he just waited here. He waited here with his teammate over here, so they were essentially double peeking that angle. So he peeked this, got a kill here, went here, and he's closer to the entry of the enemy over here because he has a Spectre, so he has to make sure that he cuts off that space. Now, I just wanted to show you guys a different way you can set up with Chamber on B site and still heavily guard that arcade area like you saw OpTic Yay and the guards net do in that footage. So what you're going to do for that, put your first TP here, and you put your second TP right over here before the wall. Right? Now you can play this two different ways. The first way, you're going to be right here. As soon as that wall goes down, come all the way here. Try to get close. You're trying to make this angle awkward, right? Like the enemy just doesn't expect you to be in their face like this when they peek. So you're trying to just make it really awkward. Trying to make that a very tough angle for them. Get a couple of shots off, TP out. Now you're here, and now you can watch this off angle. Also just, you know, instead of starting in tower, you can start here. You start here, you're watching this off angle, you see someone here, spray a couple shots, come here. Now, from here you can do a couple different things. You can peek this angle, you can peek an off angle like this, or you can peek angle like this, and you know, maybe try to get them off guard. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys learned something new. Hope you guys learned some new chamber setups that will help you kind of rank up. Alright, remember, you can sub to this channel. You can also go and give Twitch a follow, Twitch SpicyCurry0. I'm always going live on Twitch after I release a video on YouTube. But anyways, man, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay spicy.